Hi, I'm Kat Zimmerman, a member of the Patent AEDY team. In today's pop-up practice, we're going to talk about planning for the useful integration of technology in the classroom. Let's get started.
As a result of virtual learning during the pandemic, many schools and teachers have access to more technology than ever before. Now that class is back in person, how can we use this technology to help create effective instruction? Before thinking about what tech to use, make a list of what you and your students can access. Examples include computers, software and applications, physical tools, and websites, both free and paid. For each piece of technology that's available, consider how frequently is that technology available to you and your students? Is it available in school only, or will students also be able to use it at home? For physical items, how many are available? Do you have enough for each student, or will you need to use pair work or group work? Consider also your comfort level and the student comfort level, as well as their technology literacy skills. Will everyone be comfortable enough to figure out how to use this technology without getting frustrated? Try discussing the use of this technology with a teacher who's used the tech in their classroom before. If you can't find someone in your own building, you can probably find a community online based around that particular piece of tech. Nearly every paid service has a free version, and sometimes full versions of the paid software are free to educators. Ask your tech department for a full list of what's available through the school. You can also check with your intermediate unit too, or if you're outside of Pennsylvania, your regional educational unit. Lending libraries could be a great resource for physical technology. Let's look at some things you might find in your school in each of these four categories. As we review the examples, make a list of what you already know is available in your school. You can download and print a worksheet to help categorize your list using the link below. Also consider what examples may or may not be relevant to your content. Let's start with computers. In your school, you might see Chromebooks, desktops, laptops, iPads or other brands of tablet. And don't forget about student cell phones. Check your school policy to see if students can use these in your classroom. And remember that for some students, cell phones are the only way to access the internet after they've left the school building. Let's look at some physical tools. Note that some of these physical tools also have software substitutes, many of which are free. In your school, you might find graphing calculators. There is a free app called GeoGebra that can help with this if you don't have physical calculators. Circuit kits and boards, such as snap circuits, Raspberry Pis, Arduinos, Makey, etc. Measurement instruments, like motion detectors, accelerometers, barometers, thermometers, etc., most often seen in science classrooms. If you don't have access to physical tools, you can also use the Arduino Science Journal, which is a free app that turns your phone into a measurement instrument, replacing many of these. Virtual reality headsets like Google Cardboard, Oculus, and the Vive. Robots and drones such as Sphero, Dash and Dot, Q, Roboloco, Ozobots, MBot, etc. Clickers and buzzers. There are several free apps which can replace a physical clicker and buzzer. Interactive whiteboards like smartboards, Promethean boards, etc. Google Jamboard is an example of a virtual interactive whiteboard. And other digital tools like microscopes, augmented reality tools, etc. When it comes to software and applications, there's always going to be an app for that, and often several. Be sure to find out what paid software is available from your school, but remember you can also find free versions of software that are likely to accomplish what you want. Just be sure to read the reviews and check with IT before installing. Some examples of software include video recording software like the Video and Camera app, Zoom, Teams, Canva, and other in-app recorders. Audio recording software like Voice Recorder, Zoom, Teams, Canva, and other in-app recorders. Screen recording software like Camtasia, Screencast-O-Matic, OBS Studio, and again Zoom, Teams, Canva, and other in-app recorders. Video editing software like OpenShot, iMovie, CapCut, FilmForth, etc. Office suite tools like Microsoft Office and LibreOffice. Online software which you can download as an app, which is often more advanced than what's available online, like GeoGebra and Google Earth Pro. And then there's software that goes with your physical tools, like the Vernier Graphical Analysis app, Wonder Workshop, Stellarium Star Map, Cleverbooks, etc. And our last category is websites. Some of these websites also have downloadable apps. And as is true for software, there are both paid and free versions of just about anything that you want to accomplish. Find out what paid subscriptions are available through your school, and remember to check for free versions of tools that you want to use. Before using any tool that requires a login with students, remember to check with IT to make sure that it's secure and safe to use. Websites you might see in your school are learning management systems or LMSs like Schoology, Canvas, Moodle, and Google Classroom. Interactive presentation software like Nearpod, Pear Deck, Poll Everywhere, Canva, and Powtoon. Online Office Suite tools like Google Suite or Office 365. Simulators like PhET Simulations, Merlot, Gizmos, etc. Databases like JSTOR, NOAA, thearchives.gov, archive.org, or Gale. Behavior management tools like Classcraft, ClassDojo, ClassChart, Swiss, etc. Reading and writing support like Newsela, ReadWorks, Writable, Common Lit, Glows for Education, The Learning Network, etc. And quiz tools like Kahoot, Quizzes, Poll Everywhere, Quizlet, Formative, Mentimeter, etc. If you're looking for something, commonsense.org can be a great resource to help you find the tools that you need. Whatever you choose, remember to vet your new resources before using with students, especially for those that require students to log in. Talk to your IT department or tech coordinator for help. Thanks for joining me on today's pop-up practice, where practice makes progress.